Justin with Lucky 8 Off-Road. I'm here with my son Corbin. Many of you know him as the Winter Romp Champ, and we've got our hands full. What are we doing?
So we have this 1969 series, and we gotta fix it for Winter Romp because the engine here has not been touched since 1969. So we need to really fix this and get it ready for Winter Romp in 4 days. So
wouldn't be a Winter Romp.
it wouldn't be Winter Romp
if you
in
didn't
4
fix it.
days. So let's see if we can get this fixed and cue the intro.
What we have going on is the head and the valves from 69 are not rated for the gas that we use, which happens to be unleaded. And over the years of trying to use the additive and not using the additive, I think we've melted the valves. Instead of doing a valve job, we reached out to our friends at Britpart and they supplied us with a brand new head. I've never done this job. I mean, I've got fairly okay mechanical knowledge, but I need to figure out how to rip out this artifact of a motor and put it all back together. See how many bolts I break. The great thing about the Land Rover Series is it's basically a giant Lego set. A couple of bolts here, a couple of screws there, and we have the hood off, fully exposing the engine. All right, with the hood out of the way, it's really not looking too bad. We got to disconnect coolant. Actually, we don't. You know what? I think I'm going to get this out of the way because there's some bolts here. The carburetor, we're going to disconnect the air intake, label all of the spark plug wires. I mean, we could play spark plug roulette, but I'm going to not do that. Get this out. Get the valve cover up. Really, this isn't going to be too bad. You believe me? He's shaking his head no. He doesn't know how cameras work. All right, let's get this crap out of the way. The Series 2 is famous for being easy to work on. Proof, even two dummies like us can make some headway. We simply took our time, labeled everything that we took apart, ensuring we would put it back together correctly. Corbin even kept getting photos just so we could double check our work.
Nice that.
So far so good. I'm here labeling the spark plug wires while my old man is gonna get under the truck and get himself covered in coolant. I don't know why he's like that.
Next up, it was time to break all the head bolts loose. Let me just say, I'm thanking my lucky stars that none of these snapped. Given the age of the engine, that was my biggest fear. Popping the head off a bolt would have killed this project right then and there. With the outer head bolts broken free, we moved on to tackle the exhaust manifold. Believe it or not, none of those bolts broke. Luck must have been shining on us. Next, it was time to pull off the valve cover and remove the rocker arm. All right, wait. Good news. Everything came apart. I can't believe no bolts broke. The hard part is I gotta get this lump of steel, iron, aluminum. It looks rusty, so I think it's steel.
Probably steel,
Some cast pulled out. It's heavier than I'm able to carry. And get it out of the way so we can replace the head gasket. Nothing bad could possibly happen at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your help lifting this, sir.
Ugh.
It's loose, so we just gotta lift it. Ooh.
I'm way too.
That is heavy as a mofo. It's
Right up on the. There we go. Don't drop anything into the motor.
Those are the 4 cylinders.
Yeah. They're all black. Looks like you're not burning fuel.
Maybe not.
We're gonna want to clean those up.
Probably.
Careful, we need all that stuff. Don't drop it. get this head gasket out of the way. We'll clean the surfaces up. Don't drop anything down those holes. Put the new gasket in and away we go. Everything's going back together smoothly. I still can't believe it. All we need to do now is lay the new head gasket in place, set the head back on top, torque all the bolts down to factory spec. Honestly, this might just be the easiest head gasket job I've ever done. The head in place, next up was the rocker arm, and that fell easily into place. All right, we have hit our first stumbling block. The new head was all covered in some sort of black gunk to protect it. And we went to go put in our oil feed line, critical, and it's getting a little messed up. I'm gonna hopefully tap it. If I can't tap it, we gotta pull the whole head off, send it out, get it machined, and we do not have time for that. So come on, cheap Harbor Freight tap set, do your worst, just get it done. Luckily, I had the right tap from an old kit, but the real problem was space. There was no room to work, so I just had to struggle. And struggle I did.
Alright, so we have run into some problems while my old man tries to fix that, whatever it is with the oil thing. You doing alright?
Yeah, I'm straight up struggling, you'd be proud.
Yeah, I'm struggling with the exhaust manifold. All the bolts are wrong and they're stripped, so hopefully we can find some in the warehouse and we can probably get this fixed because this has been a pain in the butt and we're getting our butts kicked over here.
I can't believe how good the head went on. Like we were
It came off,
high-fiving,
yeah.
we went to lunch, and then we come back and the wheels have come off the cart. Hopefully we got those head bolts or the exhaust bolts in stock.
Yep.
I have been tapping this thing one stupid wrench turn at a time. I am at the punch a baby seal stage of happiness. All right, you go in the warehouse, see if you got those bolts. At least you can put that side together while I go, eek, eek, eek. I'm gonna hear this noise in my sleep tonight if we even make it home. The oil line finally attached. It was time to move on. But let me tell you, that tap was fighting me every step of the way. Not wanting to take any more chances, I decided to tap every location just to be on the safe side. And I'm happy I did. So far, so good. Corbin was able to find the hardware and bolt together the head. The carb's on now. I had to tap once more. Anybody that does this brick part job, make sure you tap all of the ports before you put it. I think he's trying to get the fuel pregnant over there. You want to make sure you always tap that. I should know that. And I think we just got too excited.
You were just lazy.
I wasn't. Well, I am lazy, but that wasn't it. I definitely didn't want to do it in the car. Look at the gunk that comes on here. Hopefully you guys can see it. So if you ever do this job, make sure you tap the new head, get all the sealant or whatever the hell they put on it off, but you're almost done with that fuel line.
Not done getting it pregnant yet.
So we're gonna run a new fuel line to a new fuel filter, and we should be clear to fire.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm feeling good about it. Everything back on track. Now it was just a matter of rerouting the fuel line, hooking up all the wire and hoses we took apart, and making sure all the important parts were where they needed to be. We are ready to fire it up. It's got no coolant in it yet, but we're gonna check our work. Pull the choke out a little bit, boss.
A little bit.
All the way, perfect. And there's nothing here, nothing, all the wires.
Clutch is in, we're ready.
You neutral?
Neutral's over, B.
Fire it up.
Might need a little more gas, but. Yeah! Sounds
It's
good.
not running right, but it's not running bad. Shut it off! Shut it off! Oh boy.
What?
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. You know the oil line that I've been struggling with? Don't even look under there. All right, I think I gotta take another look at that oil line with my favorite little but it's running rough. Probably needs to be timed or
Well, at least we know we got oil in it.
not for long. I'm focusing on the happy part. We put a whole entire head on, following 0 instructions because we're professionals. No, actually we did torque it down right. Put new gaskets in. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we got this. Well, just maybe that'll put an oil pan under it.
Yeah, we can just drive around Winter Romp with a big oil pan under the car and then a pump to pump it back into the motor.
Yep, oh yeah.
This is creativity.
People will buy that.
That's creativity at its best. All right, let me pull that oil line off, get some new copper gaskets on. There was probably some gunk. I'm not really scared. While I'm
Probably
doing
change
it,
the oil too.
after it's up and running. Then while I'm doing that, why don't you get the top of the carb and coolant back together?
All right.
I'm feeling good. We're gonna make it. All right, boss, you ready?
Yep.
Clear. Go ahead.
It's at low idle.
A little more. It's holding, we're good. It's not leaking any more oil.
This is me giving it gas.
That was me. All right, let's shut it off. Shut it off. Not, I can't believe we pulled this off.
Yeah, I think it idles a little low, but that's it.
Well, I was messing with the carb, but we can play with that. It needs to get run through and the cylinders cleared out. There's all kinds of stuff that we want to do. I say let's button everything back up. We're going to leave the hood bonnet off the car, and we'll take it outside. We'll idle it. We'll drive it around the snow and make sure she's good.
Yeah, I think it's
I
good.
say high five through the glass.
Yeah. That was horrible, just saying. A horrible high five.
That's what you're coming to me with that?
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Was it hard sitting in the car watching me work?
Yeah, it was actually. It was draining my morale.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Let's
I
get that done.
I might need a day off, a mental day off.
Yeah, okay. You Gen Beta Alphas. Go to your cry room. All right, let's get this bad boy up. We found our second win. With the Rover running, we put everything back together, topped it off with coolant, and rolled it outside to see what would happen.
Slow that time.
Yeah, you got it. Oh my God, I don't doesn't like him. You gotta drift it.
Wait, turn.
Oh, it's the way it turns.
The way it turns.
Right, yeah.
Alright, we're hugging this turn.
Hugging it, boot it.
Fucking did it.
Who was dumb enough to let you drive? Oh, that was a noise.
Not to worry.
I think she's running great.
Oh yeah, it's doing good.
We got to get it to idle, but besides that,
Yeah, it doesn't want to idle.
that'll be an easy fix. All right, super stoked all together. It was a day, a very long day.
Well, it could have gone a little shorter, you know. My old man, this guy, he knows a lot about Land Rovers, and he's done a few things with cars. But he didn't decide to tap it. Now, don't even talk. You should have tapped it. You see, if you tapped it, that would have gone in way smoother, and we would be home watching TV and having mac and cheese. But you decided not to tap it, so you had to deal with this pain in the butt. So now, after 8 hours, we finally got it in. I mean, it runs great, better than before, but you could have just tapped it, old man.
Yeah, I said this earlier. If you ever put one of these on, make sure you tap all the holes first. But a little bit of timing, we are good to go. I hate it when he's right, but he's right this time, and I'm gonna call it a day. We'll get the suspension on tomorrow.
You gonna tap that?
If there's bolts to be tapped on the suspension, we'll tap them. Follow for more Rover content.